Now today we're talking about the tragic incident that I'm sure you've all heard about now, which is the young woman who was set on fire on an F train. Now, first of all, this happened in New York. And can I just say, f*** New York? Not only because of what just happened here, but also because after I watched Friends like 5 times, and then I went to New York City, it was nothing like the show depicted. I understand that it might not be totally appropriate to make a lot of jokes right now, so I'm sorry, I guess, but not really. Consider it comic relief, okay? This whole thing started when an unidentified woman was simply riding the subway when she fell asleep. And then next thing you know, as bystanders describe, some insane person came up, may or may not have dumped something on her, and then used a lighter to set her on fire. And what's even more disturbing is there were several videos that were recorded at this exact moment. In this video, it's a little bit hard to see, but that's probably for the best. You can see, however, that there is somebody who appears to be standing in the subway train, and they are engulfed in flames.
Oh! Oh no!
There are other videos that were recorded as well, including this one, which is pretty graphic and detailed, so I will be censoring it.
This is at the train.
This video raised a couple different questions. First of all, a lot of people speculated that this was fake, because the victim appears to be standing up, and like pretty much everybody, you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute, if I caught on fire, I'm pretty sure I would be down on the ground, like right away. I wouldn't just be like standing there. That doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense. And this might seem like a bit of a good point, however, the truth is a lot more gruesome. Brace yourselves, because this is a little bit disturbing. We don't have any medical confirmation, so it could be a series of different things. There's such a thing as pugilistic attitude. As goofy as that might sound, it is a real thing that describes a specific body position that happens after death when a body is exposed to very high heat, like in a fire. And a human that catches on fire might very well continue to stay standing up because of this pugilistic attitude. When a body is exposed to intense heat, the muscles rapidly contract due to the breakdown of tissue proteins, causing joints to bend and limbs to flex. A former military member gave a pretty graphic explanation as well, saying that this woman awoke in extreme agony, and when people burn, their tendons lock in place. He says that he's seen this happen to people in combat. She was sleeping and stood up. She was probably almost dead by the time she stood up. Her lungs would not be processing oxygen. Her throat and eyes would have been burned beyond use. She reflexively stood up and took a couple steps. She couldn't scream and her vocal cords were burned to cinders. She reached out, and as she did, she grabbed the rail. Her hands grasped it, her tendons stopped working, and she was stuck holding on to the railing. The rocking motion that can sometimes be seen in the videos, as well as her feet moving, that's both involuntary nerve damage and the liquid in her body boiling. Again, right now, this is just speculation. However, this does seem pretty accurate based on what I've researched when it comes to what actually happens when a human is on fire. So now that we have that cleared up, no, the videos are not fake. Yes, somebody that is on fire, even somebody that's dead, could, yes, still be standing stiff, standing upright, just like we saw in those terrifying videos. The second thing that's even just more mind-blowing to me is the video continues, and you can see a man is sitting on a bench. He gets up, walks over to the woman on fire, and begins fanning the flames, making it worse. This is the same man who set the woman on fire. For a short period, the entire city was once again on full alert as the police were searching for the man who allegedly set this woman on fire. Luckily, he was apprehended pretty quickly, and he is now in police custody. Here's a picture of the total psychotic scumbag that did this. The man's name is Sebastian Zepeda. Maybe I said that wrong, but who cares? You know, fuck this guy. Sebastian allegedly set the unidentified woman's clothes on fire and then fanned the flames by waving a shirt around her, which caused the flames to fully engulf her, according to the criminal complaint. The 33-year-old is now facing charges of first and second-degree murder, as well as arson for the attack on Monday. He will remain in custody until his next court appearance on Friday. The political twist here that a lot of conservatives are already jumping on is that this man is an illegal immigrant. He's an undocumented immigrant. He's from Guatemala. He's in America illegally. That has been confirmed. And although conservatives are jumping on this, they're very, very excited about it because now they can point the finger and say, look, we told you undocumented immigrants are so evil. Oh, they're spooky, spooky. What we should take away from this absolutely despicable and horrendous tragedy is not that undocumented immigrants are bad. At the end of the day, this guy being an undocumented immigrant had very little to do with him committing the crime. We already know that statistics show that undocumented immigrants commit less crime on average compared to American citizens. I also know, even from an intuitive perspective, you could probably say, well, how many more times do we see white American men that are serial killers or doing heinous things or murdering or killing people? Mind you, I'm not here to try to play defense for undocumented immigrants right now either. I'm just trying to say, remember to stay objective. Don't let your fear cloud your reasoning. Even more so, the man who is now charged with the first-degree murder has said that he doesn't even remember doing it and that he just drinks a lot. So my guess is that if he did pour something on her, it's probably alcohol. That would explain why she was engulfed in flames absolutely so quickly. What really bothers me, though, is hearing that his defense may seek an insanity plea. Zepeda's attorneys are seeking a psychological evaluation, according to a source familiar with the investigation. The suspect was taken to Interfaith Medical Center Monday night. However, officials have not confirmed if he was given a psych evaluation. Police have still made no identification on the woman, and they may need to use the victim's dental records to identify her, given the condition of her body. It's so hard for me to believe that this actually happened in current year. I know I probably sound like a boomer, okay, but seriously, this might just be one of the most brutal crimes committed in 2024. Am I right? Am I wrong? Comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you everybody for watching. Stay safe out there. Peace.